Mm, Testing, testing, testing. Alrighty. Oh, I had my on the background. Never mind. Okay, we're good. We are good. We are good. So, good morning, everybody, or afternoon. I don't know. Um, Morning for most people. People, I should say. Um, but um, as I said, you know, everyone's getting ready for their Sunday games. Everyone's saying their fantasy lineups. I'm looking good for fantasy right now. Um, but what I'm not looking good at is real life team wise. Man, my fantasy team is now better than the Vikings. So Minnesota drops their second straight game in 5 days. 2 games in 5 days. First to the Detroit Lions in a heartbreaking fashion, and then to the Rams on Thursday night by a score of 30-20. How we got there, crazy set of events. To start off this game, it was back and forth touchdowns. Touchdown for us, touchdown for Rams, then us, then Rams. It was already 14-14. It was looking like it was going to be Rams, Chiefs, Monday Night Football all over again from some years ago. But that was not the case. Then it stalled, like really stalled. So Sam Darnold, he had an okay night. He was 18 of 25, 240, two touchdowns, 0 interceptions. And it was great, him not throwing an interception. There was definitely a couple passes, he could have, he maybe missed a player. But, and then decided just to throw to like Jefferson instead, which was of course something he needs to work on. And having Hawkinson back against our next game against the Colts will help open things up a lot, because then he won't feel like you have to force it to Justin Jefferson. Yes, Justin Jefferson's your best wide receiver, but there are other receivers out there too. And talking about Mr. Justin Jefferson, went 8 for 115, 0 touchdowns. Very solid night for Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson also, if I am not, let me see, he broke a record. I already forgot the record. Can't find it. Give me a moment. It was like most. Well, he's now 5th or 4th or 5th in. I'm gonna find it. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. The defense. We're gonna get to the defense. So, most 100-yard games in first 5 season. He also moves up to number. If he moves to 5th most in receiving yards in NFL history, he can move up to 4th against the Colts, if I'm not mistaken. If he gets how many yards does he need in against the Colts? He would need 138 yards to pass Adam Thielen for number 4 against the Colts, which is possible. So Justin Jefferson, very as usual, very productive. Aaron Jones, 19 carries, 58 yards. Couldn't really get too much of the running game going on. Surprised not to see Cam Akers in there. It was all Aaron Jones for running backs running. And Aaron Jones had a couple catches, 37 yards, so about 95 total yards for him on the day. The touchdowns, though, were not by Justin Jefferson, surprisingly enough. Trent Sherfield and Josh Oliver. Thank you. And now we're going to get to this. We're going to get to this right now. Defense, absolute garbage on Thursday. We wasn't blocking. No one was covering. We let Puka and Matt Stafford drill over us that game. And without Christian Harris, our line just was, flat out ass. We're going to, yes. So the defense. No Blake Cashman for the last 2 games. And you've seen the difference. Can't get to the quarterback. 0 sacks on Matthew Stafford. I think 3 total pressures that entire game. Not good. Not good. Maybe 2 quarterback hits. So, Brian Flores, I appreciate you before, these first 5 weeks beforehand. You got, I know we don't have Cashman, but you got to do more. You got to do more. You got to do more than that. You got to know what to do without a player, one of your best players. Grenard continues to be our best player. I think he gets the most. Usually gets what was it? But was it tackles or? Even though I think that's I haven't pace for this game, but yeah, Christian Darrisaw at the end of the half. Why don't we just kneel it? I don't know. We keep shooting ourselves in the foot, and because of that allowed the Rams to get 3 sacks on us. Byron Young, Jared Verse, Michael Hoach. Brian Young got a sack. Jared Verse got a sack and a half, and the half a sack was by Michael Hoach. I think that's how you say his name. I mean, I'm not gonna. Darnold did not play his greatest game. Kevin O'Connell. It's also a little bit of I would say, he needs to. He's good with the scripted plays. Kevin O'Connell, good with the scripted plays. Yeah. I did not think Puka was going to be playing. That's the thing. The thing is, the rest of NFC North being like, the rest of NFC North, we beat the Rams and the Vikings didn't, blah, 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 blah. But hey, Rams and Bears did not even have to play it did not have to play Puka or Cooper Kupp. The Lions did not have to play Puka for a half. I think he got injured, second quarter or something like that. I don't know. Someone can correct me on that. But we had to play a fully healthy Rams team for the whole game. So, fully healthy Rams team is a good Rams team. It is a good Rams team. So that, I think, caught the Vikings off of surprise. You're thinking, he's just coming off of IR. He's not going to really play. Or, and then when he was announced, it's just going to be like a couple snaps or here and there. But no, Puka Nacua tore us apart. 7 catches, 106. Just did not expect that. The goal was to lock down Cooper Kupp. And for the most part, we did for a good chunk of the game. He got 5 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown. So maybe not the greatest, but the goal was to lock up. I thought just locked on Cooper Kupp. The thing that I was shocked about, though, Demarcus Robinson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. Only had 2 catches, but both of them were touchdowns, 35 yards, and yeah. So, and the other receiving touchdown was one moment. I got a call. One moment. Sorry for that. Um, let's see. Kyron Williams ran all over us for 97, 97 yards. Um, and you cut the touchdown. Couldn't stop Kyron Williams. I knew that was going to be a big one. But Matthew Stafford, yeah, he had the one interception, was overthrown to Byron Murphy. He was 25 to 34, 279, 4 touchdowns, interception. So, I mean, the special teams look good. If I want to say anything, the special teams look good. Will Reichard 2-2, longest was 35. He's still perfect. Ryan Wright has some great punts. So, yeah, there is that. So, what else can I say? Yeah. The refs. I guess it's now time to talk about the refs because, yeah, the defense was the main reason why we lost. And also a little bit of stalling on offense. I would say blaming more on the defense than the offense. But the refs. We're going to talk about 2 calls, actually. The Byron Murphy holding. I don't know why. Just like they've been calling so many. They called so many penalties that game, but that was probably one of the worst ones. That was probably the worst called penalty of the day. And that extended their drive. They got a touchdown out of it. The other one, of course, being that horrible face mask at the end. No call on the face mask, I should say. Pinned back 95 yards, a little less than 2 minutes, no timeouts. I understand all the Vikings, probably not gonna win anyway. But it's been done. The thing is, it's been done before. You saw 2 years ago Baker Mayfield in that same stadium go all the way down the field. And I think a very similar situation. I don't exactly know the exact situation, but I think it was a very similar situation, less than 2 minutes. And they were pinned back and they went all the way down the field and got the touchdown. And it was also on Thursday night, if I'm not mistaken. They're playing the Raiders. So for saying all the Vikings weren't going to win yeah. Drew Lock against the Eagles on Monday Night Football. Oh man, I forgot about that. Oh. But I just don't like the idea, though. I don't like the idea of people saying, the Vikings had no shot of winning. So I want that. I want that out. I want that. I don't want that opinion going around and just trying to brush this off. Not saying that we would have, but I'm saying it is definitely possible. It's more possible than people are making it out to be. Especially when you have Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison and other receivers out there. So, of course, that happens, gets the safety, or down 8, and then a safety, and that ends the game. So, yeah, Drew Lock 2. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the exact. Yeah, I remember that. I remember after. The reason I remember that, I remember the celebration. He went to Geno Smith and did the, Geno be doing. I mean, yeah. He went to Geno. Yeah, I remember that. So people were saying it wasn't possible. BS on you. BS on you. So it is possible. So. But yeah, the refs. How many penalties did they call this game? 15 penalties. I felt like a lot more than that. But 15 penalties. And yet, they didn't call that. I'm just like, come on. But hey, it is it is what it is. I just hate that they didn't admit to their own fault. They're like, oh, we couldn't see it. Seriously, you could see that. The whoever was number 3, he needs to be, I don't know, game check taken away, or he needs to be on leave for a while. I don't know, but that was just a bunch of BS. Not the reason why we lost the game, but definitely a reason why we didn't get an opportunity to to so so it sucks. It really does. And now the Vikings are 5-2. And here's the thing. The worst part is there's a lot for at least for just for this week, just as a this week thing. A lot of the North are playing easy teams. A lot of the NFC North are playing some easy teams. The Packers are playing the Jaguars. That should be a win for the Packers. The Lions are facing the Titans, even an easier game. And the only one that's like competitive is the Bears and Commanders. If Jane Daniels doesn't play, whole NFC North might win this week. And if the whole NFC North wins this week, besides the Vikings, which we already lost, the Vikings will be in last place at 5-2. Just think about that. Think about that. Vikings at 5-2 after this week could be tied for last in the NFC North. Lions would be 6-1, Packers 6-2, Bears and Vikings both 5-2. NFC North is, it's great competition, but man, and we will probably be the 7th seed. I mean, here's the thing: we're still going to have a playoff seeding after this week, more than likely. We'll still be in that playoff picture. Nothing was going to happen, but just like NFC North especially is no joke. So I think the whole division can make the playoffs. We just got to keep playing our brand up. We just got to keep playing some good football. We got to go back to our good football. I don't want this to be 2016 all over again. We got to, if we beat the Colts, if we lose to the Colts, on Sunday Night Football, which was flexed into Sunday Night Football. If we lose to the Colts, you let Anthony Richardson do that. I get it, Matthew Stafford, Puka, Cooper Kupp. I get it, Jared Goff, Amon-Ra. You let Anthony Richardson and Michael Pittman do that to you? Or no, it's Pittman. Let me see. I don't know. Is Pittman health? I don't know. Pittman's been on and off with health. Is he good? Yeah, he's good. I think so. But whatever it is. You let them do that to you in your own stadium. We're going to have some problems. So we have the Colts. We have, is it Jaguars and then Titans or Titans? We have the Colts, the Jaguars, and the Titans. Colts, Jaguars, Titans. You need to go 3-0 these next 3 games. Go up to 8-2, and then you got the home stretch. You got the Bears. We'll see how good the Bears are going to be because they haven't really played a quality opponent yet. The Cardinals can be a little scrappy, but have been a little underperforming. The Falcons, don't know which Falcon team you're going to get. The Bears again. The Seahawks, which, again, like the Falcon, which team are you going to get? And then the 2 toughest games are at the end, the Packers and the Lions. you know. So Bears games, we'll see. I mean, we might split with them. Packers, I think we can sweep them if we can, you know, if we have a lot of people healthy. And then the Lions is gonna be the toughest one. I I don't think the Vikings should lose more than what, like 2 to 3 games. Like I think down the stretch, 3 games. Let's say 3 games, more than 3 games. Let's just say 3 games. This team should be 11-5. I think um, should be 11-5 at the end of at least. Sorry, no, 12-5 at the end of the season. You might get swept by the Lions. You might lose. You might drop a game to the Bears and maybe the Packers. I don't see us getting swept by the Bears, but like it's just those division games. So I think worst case scenario, I think we should be 12-5, the worst case scenario. So, um, but this team needs Blake Cashman back. We need TJ Hawkins in the pass game. If Cashman is still not back after the turf toe, Hawkins and me back though will help. And then Reisner's gonna be back, so he'll play a part in the line. We'll see what's gonna happen. Quisenberry's he gonna hold up, but yeah, Darnold's gonna be pressured a lot more. Ed Ingram. Ed Ingram gets saved again, honestly, because they might move Blake Brandel. Um, Blake Brandel might move to left tackle, and then Dalton Reisner might be in for left guard, and Ed Ingram still might be in. So I thought Ed Ingram was gonna be out, but he keeps getting away with it. No, I love to do some. I would love to do. I would love to. I would love to possibly do that. So, um, I know I've been trying. I know I've been trying. I mean, trying to do a lot more collaborations and all that. It hasn't really happened early on. For me, it's tough early on in the season, but now that we're sort of like, now that it's sort of more deeper in the fall and winter, I mean, I have a little bit more, a little bit more time on my hands, or a little not as busy or stressed out. So yeah, no problem. Twitter is, I haven't put it. It's in my description, I think. Is it still that? Yeah, it should be in my description. So yeah. Alrighty. Um, Anything else to say about this game? Yeah, like I'm thinking. Team. Let me look at the other team stats. Yeah, Rams not pretty good on possession wise. So yeah. Oh well, you know, Vikings just got beat. So that's all I can really say on that. So Vikings 10-day break hopefully is gonna help. So this has been Adam, also has been a Vikings Man 28. And enjoy your slate and as always, Skull, and enjoy your Sunday slate of games. F the Packers, Bears, and Lions, and Skull on. Peace.